Okay. The number one thing I wish I knew when I started music production was or is marketing. Marketing. So when I started out, I didn't know that it is very imperative, it is important to do marketing as a startup producer. I didn't know. So I was just producing and producing and producing. But along the line, I knew and I started it and it was working for me. So I know most people are in that box. Most producers that are, starting their music production now are in that box. They probably think, oh, I have to, produce and produce and produce until I'm ahead. So marketing, if you want to go by the route of okay, only just producing without, marketing yourself, this is what will happen to you. Before you start making money, you have to get, a a placement. You have to get a reasonable placement from an artist first before you start making money. Because nobody will know you. So you are just looking for that one hit song that would blow up before you start, making it before you kick off your finances before you start making money in your craft. But if you market yourself well enough while starting up, by the time you get to a certain level, you start making money. Whether or not nobody knows you, whether or not you have a major placement, you start making money off your craft. Do you get? So this boils down to not just only producers, to even artists. Now there are so many things you can also learn as an artist for you to start making money being a big big artist. There are so many ways you can start making money off your music. You don't necessarily need to. If you do small video for me, if you do small video for me. So you don't necessarily need to um be that A list, B list, C list, D list, E list artist for you to kick off your career, for you to start making money. There are so many ways you can go online. It's like it's just like you being uh it's just like you being possessed with what you are doing. That's the only thing you can make it. That's the only way you can make it in your craft. If you are not possessed with what you are doing, like cutting out so many things, if you cannot cut out so many things and focus clearly, like 100, give it 100%, 101%, there is no way you would be able to make money. And this involves you, learning about what you are doing. What do I mean when I say learning about what you're doing? When as a producer, when you are as a producer or as an artist, when you are producing or writing songs, there are phases to music production, or there are phases being an artist. There are phases being an artist. Do you get? So if you are caught up with just writing songs without researching on other things, other attributes, you would lose out. What are other attributes of being an artist or a producer? Like I said before, marketing yourself. Then the business side of it. You need to learn, how do people make a living from music? It's everywhere. This is where you start learning, you start reading, you start watching videos relentlessly. You start learning and you knowing your left from right. Okay, this is what I should do, this is what should put food on my table, this is how I can make money. Do you get? This is how I can make money. Using myself as an example, nobody knows me. Like I only, few people know me, in the industry. I've not produced for any top like big artist. But I'm still in Lagos here surviving. I'm still making my little cash from music, not from any other thing. I've done a lot through music. What separates me from any other producer that has even that started even way before me? Why am I, sailing through than them? These are the little attribute, little stuffs, that the factors that added up, that is causing the difference. Marketing, researching, cutting off so many things, so causing off so many things that has been programmed in your head, trying to focus more on music, cutting off even friends and some family members just to be focused. Because if you are not focused, if you are not giving it 100%, believe you me, you are going nowhere. You will just be caught up with that, okay, let me write songs lazily. You wake up, oh, today, okay, I think I have to write song. You write, you keep it. If you have money, you produce, you release. You don't even know how well you need to release your song, how to market your song, what to do. But if you understand what I'm telling you now by researching, you know, researching well, doing what you have to do, giving it your all, cutting out some unnecessary friends, people that do not align with your goal, with your dream, cutting them out, bringing out only mingling or associating with people that only, align with where you are going, you see that everything will be moving smooth for you. You start making hundreds, tens, gradually you start making money. Before you know, you make 500K. Before you know, you make 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, on and on like that. And as you grow, as you proceed, your money will keep piling up. You keep saying reasons why you need to, indulge more into music, and haven't perceived that, oh, there is light here. If I focus more on it, I'm going to make more money from it. I'm not just saying this from a point of a novice. I'm saying this from a point of experience. Somebody who has experienced, have a personal experience, who has learned the hard way. So I wish I knew all these things. I would have probably started earlier, start learning earlier, in my when I started, back then. Do you get when I started back then? So another thing I think I wish I knew, the number two things I wish I knew, and this is a very big problem, and it has to do with psychology, is not starting small. Not starting small. I was caught up with it. I knew it. It's not as if I knew it. I was just in that environment of starting small. I didn't have an option. Some people will think, oh, my uncle is rich, he should have given me money. My brother is rich, he should have given me money to buy everything to start. This is not just for producers. I'm talking about artists and producers. They all work parapachute. They all the same. They are all in the same vehicle. So if you are caught up with this illusion of, or syndrome of, they should have given me money. They should have given me money to start. I don't have speakers. From the studio I went the other day has 500,000 naira speakers, so I don't have. So I need to wait. I need to work more to be able to buy this expensive speaker. No, my dear, it doesn't work that way. Believe me, if you have such syndrome, if you are caught up with such illusion, believe me, at the end of the day, when they finally give you that money, you will never be able to achieve anything. Now, this is what I always say to people. The most important part, the most important moment of your career is when you don't have nothing. That is the time to learn. That is the time to make mistakes. That is the time to separate the things you are supposed to do, and the things you are not supposed to do. As a musician, you don't say, I need to have millions before I release a song. No. No matter how whack the production is, work on yourself. Make sure the voicing is good. Let people hear it and say, oh, the voicing is good, oh, but I wish you had a proper production. It would have been nicer. Let it be. Let it go through that route. Do you get? So don't let people say, you don't even sabi sing self. You should have written it well. You should have done it this way. It will always be like that when you start saying, "Oh, I should have, I should have had millions to go and meet the best producer in Lagos, Mastercraft, the best engineer to mix the song." Should have no. Don't ever say that. You see the little resources you have. Start learning on how to make that better from nothing. This is where you activate your creativity. You activate your creativity from nothing. You don't focus on quality when you have nothing. No, you will be caught up with that syndrome of I want to have everything before I start. At the end of the day, when you have everything and you start, you will be doing whack stuffs. Always start when you don't have nothing. That is when you have to learn. That is the most important time of your career. When there is nothing, that's when you should make mistakes. Do you get? That's when you should make mistakes. Let me make a reference to one event. Somebody once told me that because I already know this syndrome, I already know this illusion. Someone once told me, if I have a camera now, if I have good phone, if I have good computer, I will do wonders. Like, man, I'm going to be posting every day. I'm going to be doing every day. I already know his problem. I know his problem. I told him, if I'm this type of person, I like daring people. I dared him. I said, if you have all these things you mentioned, I swear, you will only post for 2 days. You have another course to remain the way you are. This is not about your phone. It is not about computer. This is about you. You have to start from having nothing. You have to start from having nothing at all. That's where you learn. Then I said, okay, that's all you want. I got a phone. I got a laptop. I saw you start. I was waiting. A month passed. This person did not post. I called the person and said, Alpha, how you're editing? How is your editing? He said the editing is hard though. And then you see, instead of you to have learned even without having nothing, then when the computer now comes, it will now be like a boost to you. When I was starting music production, I had no option. Do you get? I didn't even know it was anything, no. But that's where I learned from. I had no option. I didn't use monitor speaker. I don't even know what the sound card, hardware sound card. I didn't use sound card. I was using the computer that that comes with computer board. That's what I was using. There is something like monitor speaker. That was what I used to produce the song that elevated me, that even brought me to Lagos. From nothing. I did not complain one day. I was learning. I didn't know what I was doing because I had no option. I don't have anybody that would say, oh, you should have bought me money. I just saw it as an opportunity. I was learning and learning. I was doing all I can to enhance I was not marketing myself, which is what I said before, that you should really market yourself in order to make money. I knew all those things when along the line, in the hard way. Do you get? So I was learning and learning. Today, what is speaker? I have speakers around me. I have how many speakers? I don't even know what I dash out speakers today. You see? So it is not to say that you don't need all those things, but you need them at the right time. At the preliminary stage of your career, you should focus more on learning the process, because that is when you have time to learn. You don't have time to focus on quality right now. That's where you have time to activate, like I said before, your creativity. Now, to artists that would say, oh, I don't have this biggest camera to shoot content. My camera. Now, people don't care about your camera. People care about your content. If you like, let the song be blurry. Let the video be blurry. If the content is is, you know, if the content is captivating, if the content is appealing, if people can resonate, people can relate to your content, I bet you, even when they want to talk about the content, they will not even remember how blurry it is. It's just like in those days when we watch film, when you watch, not even in those days, when you watch a film that is very interesting in a TV that is not clear, when you want to talk about the film, you don't even remember that the film where you watch it was not clear. What you will be talking about is the storyline, and that is how it is. If your content is relative or relatable, people don't care about the quality. In fact, if you go to my Instagram now, the biggest view I have is a content that does not have quality. I have about 20 something views in that content. I just posted it lousily because the song I used was connected to the video, and the video was very, people could laugh laugh about the content. It gave me about 24,000 views. That's my highest, apart from boosting. That's the highest I've got. Is the poorest video I've ever posted in terms of quality. So people don't really, this goes to say that people don't really care about quality. Do you get? People care about the content. How fine, how flexible you are in the content. This is for artists. So then artists again, when it comes to promotion, don't say you need to have all the whole world before you promote your song. Do the song and put it out, no matter how poor the production. In terms of, now there are two sides when it comes to quality in production. It's relative. Quality in your delivery, and quality in the technical side of the production. The technical side of the production is how well the song is mastered, the quality of the samples, the quality of the output of the song. These are two sides. Now, the only one you have control of if you don't have money is your own side, which is how well the song is delivered. Now, if you are caught up with that illusion of, I want to have the whole world, I don't want to learn about my own side, you have yourself producing or delivering a wax song to a quality song. So, but if you are taking my advice now and going out to learn about your craft, trying to improve yourself more, you'll be in that box of the delivering is very, very good, and you have a somewhat quality, like, okay, they tried. Do you get? Because by the time you deliver your own part of the song and it's very good, I bet you people will enjoy the song more, even if the quality of the song is poor. People will like it. I'm telling you. So produce your song, deliver your part well, properly. Deliver that your part properly. Then release it. Let people say, you sang it well, but I wish you had money. You would have, gone to a proper studio and produce it. Do you get? So that is that. Then the fourth or the third, I think we've gone past the fourth or third, but the fourth aspect about career that you should know now, if you have not known it before, is you don't need to be how do they call it? You don't need to be alcohol driven or addicted to some form of drugs or smoke to activate your creativity. Creativity, as I understand it, is everywhere. Creativity, as I understand it, is everywhere. Creativity is not something you create. It's an idea that is already existing. What you do is that you tap to it. There is nothing in this world you do that has never been done. You just need to tap to it. When you have, and that's why it's always good to work. The more you work, the more you have access to creativity. Creativity is something that is already in existence. It's only that, but the more you work to it, the more you discover it. It's like creativity is discovery. You discover a particular creativity and you create it and put it out there, and people say, "Wow." Do you get? That's why if you are effortlessly working on something, you will be better than, like I say, the rule of 100. If you spend 80 minutes of your time in your craft, what you are doing every day, 10 minutes every day, you'll be better than 95% of the people in that field. Because you work more on the field, you practice more on it, so you have access to the creativity on that very particular field more than 95% of people, if I am correct. Do you get? So don't always be like, I have to smoke. Some people can write songs because they have not, smoked. Some people don't, write songs because they have not, drink anything. Do you get? So you should always focus on working on yourself without the influence of alcohol or any smoke or any addiction. Do you get? You should go into the studio, do what you want. Don't be caught up with that delusion of, I have to smoke. I have to smoke. I have to smoke. I have to smoke. If I don't smoke today, somebody will die. No. It's wrong. It's wrong. Most people you see today in the world, they are doing great. They don't smoke. They don't drink. They go there, they sleep well, they wake up, new ideas come, they face the craft. They do wonders. You don't need to smoke. Imagine how long you have to smoke. You have to keep up that smoke. You have to keep up that, with the drinking. How long? You forget your health is degenerating. So you have to smoke and kill your organ. At the end of the day, when you eventually blow, who will enjoy the money? You will not be going to hospitals here and there, now and then. Do you get? So this is not an advice to say don't smoke or don't drink, but it's just an advice to say don't let it control your area of creativity. Don't say I have to be, in the influence of this particular stuff, highness, for me to create. No. Do you get? I just feel it's wrong that way. Are you still live streaming me? Something is wrong. So do you get? So sorry for the short interception or interruption in the broadcast. So what is the number 6 or number 5, so to say? Number 5 things. One of the things I mean, one of the things. This is mainly for producers. This is mainly for producers. This is mainly for producers. Okay, if one of the things I also knew that the number 5 or number 5th things I wish I knew is thinking I need the best plugins. It's an illusion. Thinking I need the best plugins to create. In fact, it's not just about the best plugin. Thinking I need to have, plugins of $1,000 for me to create good music. No. Not knowing the right things to focus on. Now, I'm here to break it down how you can focus on quality. Things you can focus on to arrive at a quality product or production. Things you need to focus on. It's an illusion. I often thought, I need sound card, I need the best sound card, I need the best mic, I need this, blah, blah, blah. Which is quite interrelated with what I said before, but in this case, this is software. Some people, I have had some of my producer friends that will come here and say, maybe because I have in the internet or I have faster internet, say, please come and help me download this latest wave plugin. I need it. I need it. I'm like, okay, I'll download it for you. I'll get the wave plugin for that. I'll download it for them. And they will be so surprised that I did not install it. I'm using the previous version. I'm using the updated version of the same plugin. Whereas they are coming to tell me, I say, I don't need it now. What will I use it for? Is it not the same thing? So the plugin company will come. They will change the face. They will change the color of the plugin. The circuitry, the mechanism, the workflow, everything, the design is still the same. The work, the frequency response of the plugin, everything, that the technical side of the plugin is still the same. It's still the same. They might just add one or two features that probably you don't even need or you don't even know about, you don't even understand. So because of that, you now waste money and go and be downloading or buying. Do you get? So if you don't know what a plugin does, don't use it. Don't even go for it. Just forget about it. So don't focus more on plugin than the knowledge itself. Don't think the plugin will make will give your song quality. This is the illusion. So if you are caught up with that illusion of this plugin will make my song better, so you are relying on the plugin to make your song better, whereas you should rely on yourself. What makes your song better is what you know. If they take you as somebody who is plugin driven, to carry you to the best studio in Nigeria, you produce rubbish because you think the best studio with the best plugins will give you quality. You produce rubbish. But if you take somebody who knows himself, who knows where to go, who knows what to do to get quality, you take that person to your studio that is small, that has nothing, he will produce a quality song. So quality, when it comes to quality, it's not the equipment, it's not the plugin. The quality is the person that knows how to use the plugin. Do you get how to use what he gets, what he has, so to say? Do you get now? If you spread out the same plugin, let's say 5 compressors down, somebody that knows what he's doing, that knows how to get quality, he will reach out to the best plugin for what he wants to achieve. But whereas you will go for the one that is more beautiful, that looks attractive to you. But the person that knows what he's doing will go for even the weakest one, because he knows what that one will do to what he's trying to achieve. That is where quality will come from. That's where quality will come from. Quality will never come from the plugin. It will come from how well you know how to use the plugin. You want to go for the best EQ. What are you using that particular EQ? That EQ has how it's affect your sound. Do you know how it will affect what you're using it for? No. If you don't know it, you have a problem. Do you get? You have a problem. So this goes to show that it is you who is behind the plugin that brings out the quality of your sound, not the plugin itself. So this is a very big illusion I've seen among producers. They are so plugin fanatics. They are just caught up with that syndrome. Plugin. I want the best plugin. Now let me break it down. Another thing you should look out for. What brings the quality of your song? The number one thing that brings the quality of your song, which is, I'm going to relate to, but they are one. The composition of your song. The composition, that's where quality of song starts from. The composition, how well is the song composed? from the writing. Then another two, how well is the song delivered? That's where quality comes from. Is the song well delivered? Then the number three thing is how well is the song produced, which is boils down to composition. How well is the song produced? Is the song produced properly? Now, if the song is properly produced, you will be heading to a quality song. Now, I've not mentioned anything about equipment. I'm talking about composition, production. If you use the right instrument and they sync together, there is what we call synchronization of instruments. If your kick, your bass, your elements, your keyboards, your snare, everything syncs together, that's where production, that's where quality comes from. Yes. This is why you occasionally, unknowing to you, you just produce some song. The songs you just produce some instrumental, some beats. Beat is just nice for no reason. You are the same, bro. Sometimes you produce some, they are whack. Why? Have you asked yourself? It is the style of composition and the choice of instrument that are syncing together. That's why sometimes subconsciously you just produce some songs, some are whack, some are fine. You are the same producer, the same equipment. So then why is it that sometimes you produce some songs, some are fine, some are not fine? It's your choice of instrument. That's where quality comes from. How well is the song composed? How well is the song produced? How well you choose instruments that will synchronize together? That's where quality comes from. That's what gives birth to good mixing. If you do not produce your song well enough, the mixing will be whack. Will give the same result of the production. If your production is 9%, you take the mixing to 10%. If your production is 5%, you take the mixing to 6%. Your mixing will be whack if the production is whack. If you are using instrument that does not synchronize, if you are using instruments that do not synchronize, so to say, you will have whack, you will have mix that does not synchronize. It's as simple as that. That's where quality of song comes from. And quality is relative. Quality is relative. If you bring 10 quality songs here, all the songs, they have quality. But there is no measurement for quality. It's relative. That's what you need to know. A song that has technical quality, like when you say, for instance, now you are using a very big computer. Let me break it down again further. You are using a very big computer, like top computer, and you process your sound from a very good sound card too. Very good sound card. The top sound card, very good mic. This is a technical quality where you have the mic very crispy, like balanced, like has that quality. You know, when you hear it, you say, it's full. Do you get? Then the kick is big, everything is big. But you can still use this cool big mic, big sound card to produce rubbish. And when somebody hears it, he will be turned off. This is why quality is relative. He will be turned off. He will not understand, because audience, who are you doing song for? If you want to judge quality, you judge it from the audience. Not from people that will not even care. Not from people that will not even listen. Do I listen to song? So why will you produce song for me? I only listen to song like I play it, just active listening, listen to it. I just criticize, this is good, I learn from it. I don't consume song. It is the audience that consumes songs. An audience can give you 100. One person can give you 1,000 streams. Do you get? One person can give you 1,000 streams. That's who you should care about. And that person does not care about computer, mic, sound card quality. They care about the composition quality. That's what they care about. They care about the composition quality. So these are two breakdowns. These are two breakdowns. These are two breakdown that you need to understand. Quality from the composition, which is more important, and quality from your sound card, which is less important. If you are buying big sound card, you don't know anything to do with it. It's of no use. It's irrelevant. If you are buying big computer and you don't know what to do with it, it's irrelevant. So you should focus. You are buying the biggest softwares, the biggest plugins. You don't know what to do with it. It's irrelevant. Do you get? If you give a computer to the best producer in town, he will use that work computer to produce magic. You'll be shocked. If they take you that you don't know anything, they take you to the biggest studio, you will produce rubbish quality song. Your vocal will be strong, your kick will be strong, but it will not synchronize because your choice of instruments will be here and there. So you should care about the audience. What does the audience cares about, so to say? What do they care about? They care about the quality from the composition, not the quality from your computer or from your mic. Composition. That's what they care about. If you give whack mic to Burna Boy, give whack mic to his producer that are producing all the magical songs. They will produce a song, they will release it, people will dance to it, it will become a hit. Nobody will say, which mic did you use? Nobody knows. Music is what you feel. Music is what you hear. It's like a spirit. You don't see it. You feel it. It's not like a video that you'll be able to say is blurry, is doing this. No, it's something you feel. So how you feel it, how you perceive it, how you feel it is what matters. It's not how it hits. How you feel it, when you feel the emotion, the connection from the song, that's what brings the first quality before you not talk about the second quality. So this is where we hang the curtain or draw the curtain close to a close. Yes, it's Sanato again. Sanato from Actor Sound Studios. I'm right here with Lady G, Lagos of Lagos, and my boy Collins. So shout out to them. They've been so useful to me this morning to bring in this live video to a reality. Yes. Thank you. I hope you've learned a lot. Guys, did you learn anything? Yeah. So I hope you've learned a lot. We'll be bringing another section again where we'll be talking more about what to do. Most especially, I'll be throwing more likes on what really you need to focus on, what you need to learn in order for you to make money. I didn't say that, but I just said you should go and learn randomly. But right, maybe in our next video, we'll be talking about what areas to focus on when you want to learn. So go out there, be creative, focus on your audiences. Do not focus on the lower percentage of we producers. You want to impress us? No, we don't listen to songs. We don't consume songs. We just go there and listen to it once. We grab what we want to grab and leave. Do you get? That's how producers and engineers listen to songs. They don't sit down and listen to songs all day like your audiences. So, and what the audience care about is the quality from the composition, not the quality from the computer. No, not the quality from the equipment. They care about the quality from the human knowers, the technical know-how. Do you get? So that is it. Focus more on the quality from the human being, not from the computer itself. That's what we care about. Yes, subscriber. Okay. Somebody wanted to subscribe. But somebody wanted to comment, but you basically don't comment. I think that's why they wrote this. Can you see it? Are you seeing that thing? YouTube subscriber only mode. Message that appears here are from people who have subscribed. So you can subscribe to be able to comment more. It's not bad. You can subscribe. Yes. Boom. That be small in life. The thing really translates well.